Hey, how's it going, everybody? Tall Tesla guy here. So we're going to be talking about a couple of things Tesla-wide. Crazy Tesla prices and financing, 0% APR, but more importantly, it's the Tesla Model Y Project Juniper. And that's the one I want to talk about. And I've been talking about this a lot. I feel like just every video seems to be Project Y Juniper, Project Y Juniper. And honestly, if you don't care about the Model Y, if you were a Model X S fan, you probably don't care about the Model Y Juniper. But if you're a Tesla fan, more importantly, if you like the Model Y or the Model 3, if you're on the fence between buying one of the two and you're not sure when to get it, this video is for you, right? Honestly, I mean, we've been talking about it all the time, like I said, and we're going to dive into it again today. We got more information on it, we got more details on it, and we're going to just continue to give you all the information that we possibly can until we get the opportunity to jump out there and drive it. So sit back, relax. You guys are watching the Tall Tesla Guy. So I'm going to jump right into Project Model Y Juniper. If you're not familiar with it, if you're new to the channel and new to these videos, then you probably don't know, but Tesla launched the Model Y back in 2020. It was a late spring, early summer kind of launch, and it was Tesla's first foray into a crossover type SUV, a little bit bigger than the Model 3, a little bit smaller than the Model X. Right? If you're familiar with any of those guys, it's going to be the first like hatchbacky type of car. It's got predominantly the same parts as the Model 3, only the seats will lift it up a little bit. And it's got a little bit more headroom for people like myself that are tall. Now, the Model Y was Tesla's instant top seller. It surpassed the Model 3 quickly and it became the global EV leader for sure, the #1 selling EV globally. And then outside of that, not surprisingly, it started to become the #1 seller. Now, there are other cars like the Toyota RAV4, some of the Ford F-150 pickup trucks, things like that. But as far as the size of the vehicle goes, the Tesla Model Y is heel on heel with any other vehicle globally, not just EVs, but any vehicle. With that in mind, Tesla kind of grabbed onto that and said, this is the best possible car that you can have. And we're going to keep it the same. We're not going to do anything to it. We've made some minor changes here and there. We put a camera there, interior change, stuff like that. And if you were excited about Tesla, you went and sold your original Model Y that you bought in 2020, and then you bought a new one. If you weren't excited about it, then maybe you were like, I liked it before, I like it now, I'm going to buy it now, I don't really care. However, Tesla went back to the drawing board. They changed their Model X, they changed their Model S, they talked about creating a new Roadster, which they haven't yet, and then they launched the Cybertruck, all without doing anything to the Model Y. And we're coming up on 4 years now. 4 years with the same basic design of the Model Y over anything else. And so Tesla finally went back to the drawing board and created the secret project known as Project Juniper. Project Juniper was on the heels of Project Highland, which is the Model 3 refresh. And with the Model 3 refresh, people got super excited about the car again. And when they get excited about the car again, Tesla thought, well, hey, people are already excited about the Model Y. Maybe they'll be excited about the Model Y refresh. And that's where Project Juniper came from. Now, Project Juniper was going to be a redesign of the outside. The scoop's going to be a little bit different. The camera is going to be a little bit different. The interior is going to be slightly different. Maybe a back monitor for the people in the back. They can adjust the temperature of it, have their own screen, that sort of stuff. Interior changes, take the stocks away. Give you the option for a yoke steering wheel if you want it. But more excitingly, one of the things that Tesla has recently said is that they are going to offer the option to get a 6-seater Model Y. Now, if you knew Model Y before, you might not be excited about that part because you know that the Model Y came with a 7-seater. But if you're a normal person, you realize you cannot sit in the back. You can't sit in the back of a Model Y, the 7th seat in the back, unless you're a small person. So I will say, like, the 6-seater gives you the option for captain's chairs in the front like you get in the Model X and captain's chairs in the back, which is super exciting for people that are looking for a little bit more room, a little bit more space, a little bit different interior design. So that's something that I'm super excited about. That's something that I was definitely excited about. But what Tesla also did is, this is sort of on the heels of refinancing, changing the prices, and Elon does that a lot anyway, so that's not so much of a surprise. But what he did is, he's starting to do with the Model 3 is to say, hey, this is the premium cabin. The premium cabin has the yoke steering wheel. It doesn't have the stalks on it. It's got the paddock buttons on the steering wheel. It's got, maybe the heated, cooled seats, things like that. And then also a camera. It's got a screen in the back for the rear passengers, right? Before Tesla sort of offered these things as just part of what you get, you sort of bought the car and then you decided on performance or not, tow hitch, paint color, but for the most part, everybody got the same thing. Well, they realized that people actually pay for some of these things. And maybe you don't have passengers in the back, you don't need that rear screen, so take it out of there. Different things like that Tesla's been able to do successfully with the Model 3 to help kind of curb some of these pricing issues that they have, some of these payment issues that they have. Well, what they're going to do with the Model Y is do the same thing. They're going to put a screen in the back. They're going to give you all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive. They're going to give you long range versus short range where you can buy more range. They're going to give you the performance. They're going to give you the tow hitch, the color, paint packages, things like that, seats. And then you can buy for the premium seats if you want to or pay for them. And I don't know. I love the fact with Tesla. I didn't like the haggling. I didn't like the back and forth that you get with gasoline vehicles where you have to pay for blinker fluid or not, or even the fact that blinkers are included in the car. I wanted everything to be there. I like that Tesla didn't do that. There was no haggle. There was no, 15 different base models of it or anything like that. I like that it was all included. So I'm not super excited about that part of it, but I understand what they're doing. I understand why they're doing it. I'm excited for the 6-seater Model Y. In fact, I think it's one of the reasons why I want to get a Model X is just to have a little bit more room in there in case I have a couple more passengers that don't need to be crammed in the regular seat. Most of the time, it's not going to be a thing. But whenever I do want it, it would be nice to have it. Now, I may not be as excited about all these different options, hundreds of different options that Tesla's going to be including. And one thing I am excited about is Tesla's actually going to be offering 0% financing, 1.9% financing. And they're doing this, I think now, unfortunately, to get people to buy all the cars that are available before the Project Model Y Juniper or Project Juniper, the Model Y Project Juniper comes out next year. I'm guessing it's going to be coming out in early 25. So I will say, if you are waiting, pull the trigger and do it. This is the best financing option you're ever going to get, bar none, no doubt. But either way, as more stuff comes down the pipeline for the Model Y Project Juniper, I'm going to share it out with you guys as I always do. I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching the videos. I appreciate you guys watching the channel and following and keeping up with everything that we're talking about here. Throw it in the comments below if there's anything else you want me to talk about, research, dive into. I'd be happy to do it. Either way, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, week, month so far, that you're able to enjoy any weather. If you have it, that's good or positive, and that if you don't, you're able to at least put a smile on your face. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.